see. What else should we play? So, let's see. Here's a deck I worked on a little. It's very fun. Might be a fun one to play on a stream. So let's cue it up. It could be an adventure. I talked to Mobius for a second. I wanted him to play me another game or two, but it sounds like he already found another opponent. Well, my feelings. Anyway, this is a deck that I built around Eldrazi Displacer because this card's really good, especially if you have a bunch of mana, and it doesn't seem like it gets much play these days. And it's just kind of a deck that I built to do all kinds of sick stuff with Eldrazi Displacer, and that's really all there is to it. That's all we're talking about. It has also kind of some over-the-top angel stuff. So we've got a Renegade map. You'll see we've got some Revolt action and some Delirium action. We've got a Vessel of Nascency, again, working with the Revolt Delirium, and an Unbridled Growth, so we got some variety in this stuff. Then we're going to play one Selfless Spirit. There's a lot of one-ofs because I don't know about the numbers. There's a lot of things I want to try doing with the deck, and so it's just got a lot more variety than typical. We've got Elvish Visionary for those. For Grapple with the Past, this is an important part of the deck. It puts the Delirium stuff into action, but it also gets back your Displacer every time it dies, as the poor little guy is a Lightning Rod. We have a Declaration in Stone. We have the champion, the card of our dreams here, Displacer, with its Blink on Demand effects. We have Nissa doing Nissa things. Tireless Tracker, if I have to explain that one by now, what the heck. 3 Reclamation Sages for such vehicle punks that you might run into. Mobius. And we've got a Renegade Rallier, with which is very fun with the Displacer because you trigger Revolt when you can target the Rallier. It leaves the battlefield, so that triggers the Revolt. Then it comes back and you get something out of the graveyard. Then we're going to do a Bestiary to set up our draws and draw things. We've got 2 Eldritch Evolution to turn those Visionaries into things that matter, like Displacers. Or you can turn them into Gisela, the Broken Blade, which against some decks, that's pretty great turn 3. And Thought-Knot Seers, there's place and time for that. Great with a Displacer. Gideon works with a Displacer because you can attack with it, then blink it, then make a soldier ally. Angel of Invention, you can make a whole bunch of tokens. Archangel Avacyn, make everything indestructible a bunch of times. Cataclysmic Gearhulk. If you have this out with a Displacer, the opponent can never have more than 1 creature and 1 artifact at a time. Verter is a Gearhulk. Yeah, I mean, like I said, displace that. Ishkana, if you get Delirium, displace that. Limvala, doing that thing. And Bruna to make Brizella. So, as you see, we've got kind of a funky mana base because we need some colorless sources for our Displacer, but this is obviously just a live the dream, live large type of deck. I hope we go against vehicles again and that we draw Reclamation Sages, because that can be a ton of fun. And let's go get it. Let's do it up. Yep, found someone right away. Awesome. Yeah, hopefully it's a fun deck. I just hope that we can get to a situation where I can keep a Displacer out on the battlefield to do all the fun things. To do that, we've got to get like 6 lands so we can cast it and use it, or we have to untap with it. Which means we'll probably see it die and then have to get it back with a grapple, and then see it die and then have to get it back again with a Nissa or something like that. Yeah. Or we'll just make Brizella, win that way. Alright. Ace 117. We got a 30-some rank, so we got another battle on our hands. Awesome. This hand, I don't know, there's something wrong with this hand. I just, what is it? I don't know what it is. I just don't feel like I can keep it. Okay. Yeah, I guess we got double Displacer. If we don't draw lands, though, this is going to get really sad. We also have nothing to really push Delirium, so Ishkana might be the greatest 3/5 of all time. Land off the top is a welcome addition. Love it. This is definitely a hand that would have been better with like a Vessel of Nascency, or a Unbridled Growth, or a Renegade map. Just something little to do there. Our opponent's bringing the Mortuary Mire, so we've got some kind of a black-white thing going on. Hit me. Yeah, thought not. Hit me this time, dealer. I actually didn't make a specific request. I don't know. Another Visionary. Well, we need a colorless source. That's going to also be really high on the list of things that we need to draw. Liliana, awesome. Delirium doesn't look easy to get from this spot, but we do have, like, we have a good variety of cards on our own, but we definitely lean on Grapple of the Past and the one Vessel. Hey, that's right off. That's what I needed. Thank you, deck. All right, let's see what they want to do about this. Nice job, Neon City. You called it. Now you've been promoted. Ah, don't worry. We're a long way from success. Our opponent turn 3 Lilied us. That's like one of the more vicious things one can do to you. Reading Bones. Okay. So we're going to have a choice, and I think it's going to be Thought-Knot Seer, but that could get when its hand is pumped with removal. But I guess that's better than a Gisela, and we're pumped, so maybe we don't care that much. Let's send this over, and if we just untap as it is, and he can't remove either one, we get to start going Thought-Knot crazy. Show me the way. I don't play the lottery. Alright, so what don't we care about? The Anguish Unmaking has got to go. That can get rid of Gideon, which is probably our better threat. We got to watch out for Eiley and Destiny, and Blessed Alliance, of course, we'll have to keep in mind. But if he goes with Eiley, we can't really attack his Lily because of the Destiny. Yeah, that it really is kind of an out-of-nowhere one there, isn't it, Hawk, the Angelic Destiny? That would have caught me by surprise quite a bit. Alright. So, I've got a plan. I know what's happening. I think I know what's happening. We'll find out. It'll be great. Nothing? Oh, if he doesn't play Eiley, this is even better. Alright. Land off the top. Doesn't change my play, although I wish I could play Visionary 2 and use my Displacer. But I think the play is this. He'll go for Blessed Alliance, I'll blink it, I'll take something else out of his hand. Or not? I guess he saw that move coming. Fine by me. Guess we'll make sure we have a second green, although I don't need it. Maybe I'm supposed to get a second waste so I can double activate Displacer if I draw one more land. I think that's the plan. The opponent is holding Blessed Alliance, Eiley, Eternal Pilgrim, and they are holding Angelic Destiny, Neon City. Alright, let's do it. So they're going to get to draw a card, and then I'm going to get to suck a card away from them. So there's their new card, and it is a Solemn Offering. I don't have anything to worry about that for. Obnixilis just joined the fray. I think that is a clear pick. And our opponent can Destiny this turn, but we can take Destiny away with the Displacer, so no big deal. So, Ob, you're out of there. And don't worry, we'll see their hand again. We'll see their hand again. That's okay, so he's going for that play. That's bold. Maybe he forgot about how Displacer works? Maybe. Alright. I'm going to open festivities by drawing a card. Might change my play, might not. I've been live for 12 minutes because the stream fell apart on me in the middle, as usual, by the way. Not going to hold that for a tracker. Don't need to. Just not that important. So, you go away. And you go there, and you go there. Down goes the Lil. Yeah, MTG bot doing work. Keeping track of my punts, of which I think we have at least 2 today. Although you could call that game. You'd definitely call that game where I got riggedy wrecked a total punt. And Eiley's got to kick it now. Our opponent has Blessed Alliance. We know about that. Of course, attacking with the Visionary would cover it. This is very interesting because we can double displace. So I think I'll just pass the turn. I don't need to attack this turn. I can be patient. I can run Displacer into the ground. It'll be fun. See what our opponent does with his turn. If he does nothing, we'll like tap his Eiley on end step and we'll Thought Knot him. Here we go. Let's see if he drew removal yet. Not yet. He'll have another shot at it right here, but we have double Displacer up. So once we check the hand, Solemn Declaration Blessed, Sorin. Sorin it is. Alright, so I was gonna... There's another card there I want to get. Alright, Read the Bones is pretty good. Declarations, though. I guess Declaration I can respond to. He can go after the Displacer, but then I have another one. So I guess I'd take the Clue. So I'll just take his Bones, as it's more likely he can turn to kill me with. So he's going to Declaration my Displacer. I'm going to respond, Flicker my Thought Knot. So I can play this on this particular turn. And then I'll play the other Displacer next turn. And we'll do all this now while we know he doesn't have a response. Go ahead, opponent. He is behind him, but he's fallen just further and further behind. So we can expect Declaration on Displacer. Response, Flicker Thought Knot. Oh, well, there's a good draw. I guess we can do this one more time, while we can, and try to hit a good card. We know he has Declaration and Blessed Alliance in there. And maybe we can snag another Mythic while we're at it. Cataclysmic Gearhulk. I mean, that's something. But I'm going to take the Declaration in stone so he doesn't exile my other... How we doing? 2 types after all that. This'll probably get me there, though. And a Mortuary Mire. What's he going to target? Probably Eiley. I don't think there's something else to get. Yep, Eiley it is. So to his credit, he broke that Thought Knot vibe up after all that. If we put this out there, it will get decked. We'll have to draw another way to do things. So maybe I just need to bait that Declaration Stone out of my opponent's hand. What's the best way to do it? I'll give him a Gisela to worry about. That'll probably get his attention. So Cataclysmic Gearhulk, Blessed Alliance, Declaration in Stone, and he's about to draw Eily. That's what's going on. Now, him declaring that, it does take Bruzella off the table completely, but oh well. I'd rather win with displacing shenanigans anyway. Or he would rather Blessed Alliance and save Declaration. So our opponent's pretty smart about using removal anyway. Our opponent is not doing it, oh yeah, we did take the Declaration. So what's the... Oh, hi. Alright, let's see here. Did I take his Declaration? It's exiled. Yeah, I guess I did take it. Did I forget what the other card is? I've been playing too much Magic. We are in a third hour right now, to let everybody know the score. And would you like to Blessed Alliance? He would not, because he knows Bruna's about to come down. He's got 13 life. Alright, here's your gut check. Can you solve Bruna? The voice of nightmares is here. Dun dun dun. So, Cataclysmic Gearhulk won't do it. I can just give up my tracker and a clue and be fine. His deck is obviously removal loaded. Tap that for mana first. Nope, he will not. Maybe now he feels like he has to run to the top? I don't know. There's the Gearhulk. Maybe he's hoping I just misclick. Alright, this artifact won't be sacrificed. This creature won't be sacrificed. There we go. You can't play the Blessed Alliance, so not too worried about that. Alright. Stuff, things. Yeah, Delirium's there. Bestiary... Displacer being awesome, although not that awesome right now, but I think we could definitely get this on the battlefield. So if we're gonna do that anyway, let's crack this. It might change the way that we want to handle our turn. Land off the top. Nothing to track with it, so no big change. And let's go. Go ahead. Try to Blessed Alliance it. Perhaps our opponent has forgotten how the text works. Your opponents can't cast spells with converted mana cost 3 or less, so... Yep. Nighthawk wants to know if it's worth not playing anything out in case of tragic arrogance. He's got a point. Got a point. Okay. Well, I mean, if we want to think about tragic arrogance, we can do this. We did get rid of Ob, and Ob, which is kind of the big way for him to deal. So, yeah. We can now have a Planeswalker hanging out. Entice our opponent to attack it. If he does draw a way to kill this, that's a really bad play. Okay, that's something he can cast. And it flies. And our opponent has Eily, so there's plenty of life gaining to be done. And there's a concession. Too bad. There might have still been some dueling to occur, but the odds are in the long game that we take that one. I suppose we'll accept that concession. His own Bruzella would have been an interesting duel. to be sure. To be sure. But we assembled the Brazella Nightmare first. Muhaha. On this day, the angel belongs to us. I just got your text, Mobius. My phone doesn't make noise. I actually keep my ringer, my noises, everything off while I'm streaming, so I just now found out. I will pass all that along. I'm sorry to hear you're having such a hard time getting your match, but I will send all that over as soon as I finish. I promise. I'll be on that. This looks like an awkward hand with everything we want at the same time. Brilliant. Alright. Let's do it up. Oh boy. So, we could... Yeah, I think we want to do it that way. Just try to set up our Displacer ASAP. Yeah, that's a good reason, because that Consul's Lieutenant, we'll put a brick wall in front of it and see if he has pump spells or a way to get through. Meet the Resistance! One of the finer trained Armadons in existence. Mr. Displacer. And it's going to be some green-white on green-white crime. Let's see what our opponent's got. Will they do? Green-white humans, many ways to pump. From wild size to... He's coming in. Rank 40. Blossoming Defense? Something of that nature, but I think we can take this as an active Displacer can shut down a Consul's Lieutenant. He may have bluffed us, but so it is. Well, what do you got? Our foe has a Wardens. Did not want to play that first because my block would be obvious, so that makes sense. Alright. Your move. The lag is moving in. The lag storm is happening. Movenwald Mysteries. Well, there's something you don't see every day. Let's just lock that thing out of this attack step and reset its renown status. And now we know he doesn't have Blossoming Defense, or he still would have attacked. He still would have attacked. Okay, 5 mana is good. Let's get the Angel out there, because if we untap after that, we just go token crazy. Boom. And we'll hold back the blocks again to see how our opponent wants to attack in. At least make him think about it. And if he's still crashing in, we know it's wild size. Something for 2 or 3 mana. By the way, keep an eye on that Westvale Abbey. We'll have the mana for it in 2 turns at the most. Ahahaha. Here they come. So. What could it be? If it's wild size, I think we can do something like this. And if our opponent manages to kill our Displacer, we just get it back. And if he only has 1 pump spell, he loses his Lieutenant. So I think a block like this is probably wise. Titanic Growth. Okie dokes. I mean, that's fine. He'll lose the Lieutenant, we'll lose the Displacer, and we'll put it right back out. Much to what I'm sure will be a disappointment on his part. He does get a clue, which is good. This will be an interesting game where, like, he could have a bunch of cards in his hand, but if I have plenty of ways to activate a Displacer, plenty of mana, and a Displacer, it won't matter much. And get in there with Vigi. No reach over there, may as well gain 2 life, do 2 damage. Make him fight through a Displacer part 2. Not cracking the clue, so I'm guessing more pump? Nope, just doing nothing. Opting out of action. Let's go get more white sources. Generally, that's what you need more. Alright, and I've got 2 colorless sources already, so I don't need the waste out there. I will send this in. If he has Blessed Alliance, we can bounce it. It's got Hixus, so what do we want to do more? I think we just want to hit him, and then we'll bounce the Angel. Or we can bounce the Hixus on demand. Ooh. We just don't want him to get, like... I don't think there's any way he can stop that. But whatever. We'll just do this now. Maybe there's an argument for one or the other that I'm missing. Now, if he had Avis in there, again, we would just we'd just do the bounce thing on the Angel. It would be okay. We wouldn't get wrecked. That's why Displacer is so mean. But yeah, Hixus. Budget Avacyn himself. And we've got a Planeswalker reporting to the battlefield. Nissa. Voice of Zendikar. Ticking down, making tokens. Pretty tough guy stuff. Okay, we'll let him for creatures. Alright. So, let's do it like this. Two more servos, and let's stack. Since our opponent only has white mana available, I'm not afraid to block his stuff. This should be enough to wipe his battlefield out if he doesn't have Make a Stand. And if he does have Make a Stand, I'm going to lose a lot of servos, but I won't miss him too badly, and I will keep my Displacer. We can always make more. Like, all those servos can be rebuilt. Okay, you didn't have to Make a Stand. He's gonna clue up, but it's gonna take a long time for him to make a lot out of that. Alright, card draw engine online. Now, is there anything hiding down here that I wanted? Not really. We could Ormondal this turn, seems like a waste. Bang, bang, so we can go ahead and play you. Totally fine. And I think I can ignore Nissa. I do not care about plants very much. Linvala isn't going to do me much good. But this is if you like these boards and just getting to do absurd displacing things. We don't even have Reflector Mage in the deck, but there's more than enough fun displacing for everyone. Time to bring out the clues and make some tokens for my opponent. He's gonna need some aerial defense though, or because Ormondal's thirsty. Drawing, drawing, digging, digging. What can you find? What can you find? Obviously, similar to last game, a board wipe would come in very handy. There's a collective effort. I guess that can take Displacer down. Nighthawk says that building a Displacer deck without Cloudblazer just isn't janky enough. Agreed, man. You don't need cards in your hand when you can make an awesome battlefield. At least that's the crazy philosophy here. Like, I don't even... It feels like I never even use my... I never even target my Visionaries to draw cards with my Displacer. Our opponent having some collected issues. Come on, buddy. You can do it. There you go. Alright, so... We will go... Bounce, and that should give us enough so that a 10-power Ormondal, thanks to the Angel, will end the game next turn. It's like bouncing a Whirler Rogue, but a lot better since they all get the bonus. Ki. Alright, let's get her done. Please correct your orientation, thank you. And let's send him over. So our opponent and their green-white clue and aggro deck not getting through our green-white Displacer deck on this occasion. But a good effort with the pump spells. A bluff attack that probably wasn't a bluff attack. He probably really did have it, but definitely an attack you want to make early in the game. And let's see if we can conclude our day with one more fun Displacer deck adventure. Mobius with a comment I will not repeat. Scandalous. Scandal, I tell you. One game, Ormondal the other. Pretty damn sweet. Neon said it. Yeah, this deck is pretty fun. I don't... Like, we need to draw the 3 Reclamation Sages to even have, like, hope for vehicle. And we haven't even... I don't think we've drawn 1 Reclamation Sage yet today, but we do what we can. We try. XBL Grandpa. Grandpa J. We're up against Grandpa, guys. See what kind of a magic deck Grandpa plays. We don't have much of the things I look for in this deck here, but we do have a land, creature, enchantment, sorcery to get Delirium for Ishkana, so I guess I keeps. And... we go get the white because Nissa will get the other green. That should have been more obvious to me. Or we get the colorless. Yeah, we get the colorless. Because we can enchant it with the unbridled growth. Ooh, Trixies. Forgot what deck I was playing for a minute. Forgot I needed colorless in this beauty. Something the unbridled growth can't produce, but as you see, right before your very eyes, Combo Nation. Who said waste is a bad card? And we've got green, white, go fight, and nothing else. Grandpa is also like many other players today on the green-white train. Let's get Nissa out there and see what Grandpa wants to do about that. Not worried about losing it. Grapple can bring her right back if we so desire, if we choose to make it so. Also, as far as when I'll draw a card with this Bridal Growth, I'll do it when I need to, or when I have nothing much else to do, or my mana is clearly fixed, or I want that Delirium. So we've got the Bygone Bishop. Whenever you cast a creature spell, 3 or less, investigate. Boy. I think I'm just going to let him go ahead and build up. We have the Gear Hulk if he goes too wide or does anything too silly. But if he wants to race us in clues, let's play that game. I'll race you with clues, buddy. Not your buddy friend. Not your friend, buddy. Because I can get value with the best of them. I can grapple for an Evolving Wilds, make 2 clues. What you got? What you got for that? Probably nothing but surprise. There is a Militia Captain. Definitely more of a declaration target if it flips, for reals. Let's see if he wants to attack me. You feeling strong, my friend? Nope, not this time. And okie dokes. Let's draw a card and see what happens. And okay, land ho, love it. Clue me. Let's send in Tireless Tracker. If my opponent wants to take a double trade off this, that's great. If they want to use like some kind of a spell, that's fine too, because I can just get it back. If they want to use a Blossoming Defense, we can just pull it right back out of the graveyard. There's the double block. Sack. So a 2-for-1, and then whatever card advantage you want to give me off the clue exchange. Pretty good deal. And our opponent's struggling to hit land drops, so if they can't turn that around pretty quick, we're going to let things get out of hand. Oh, we also drew another tracker. That's pretty gassy. Alright, send Nissa in. I'm thinking grapple for Evolving Wilds. And just keep the value train being absolutely vicious. And what do we got over here? We have our 4 types now, so Ishkanah's ready to party. She and her groupies. And this one is gonna be rough for the opponent to come back from without some crazy turns of events. I feel like I'm saying Tragic Arrogance, man. People play that card. Okay, he wants the growth. I will just sack it and draw a card, thank you. Fine. It's pretty much wore out its welcome. And there it is. Okay. How can I get you in my graveyard? Can I overflow my hand and play Ishkana this turn? I don't think I can. I don't think it works that way. Let's see here. Is there an untapped land? But there is. No? Yes, there's a hub. Okay. But that seems like such a waste. Ah, he's leaving. No, I want to play this one. We're going to do cool stuff. It's going to be excellent. Okay. I guess the safe way to what we want is to just drop the Ishkana and say go. Oof, so many options. Oh, okay. I mean, what's going on? I'm just gonna block. Let's see. I'll block like this. If he has Celestial Flare. Oh, make a stand. Okay, whatever. Down goes one spider. Same thing as if he had a flare, so I guess he gets to keep his Sage. And hit. This is ridiculous. So the options for this turn are absolutely broke. We can go get Brazella, or Gisella, or yeah, Bruella DeVille, whatever. She can get back a Tireless Tracker. Or no, that's a cast trigger, so we won't get anything back. But we can also get an Eldrazi Displacer and displace Ishkana. It's so good. Oh man, alright, turn all this sideways. This is gonna be fun. We're gonna go spider crazy. And we could even make an Ormondal. This is too much. This is too much good stuff. I don't deserve this. Oh, the fun. The fun. There's so much fun here. But yeah, we'll go with the deck's namesake. Yeah, buddy. We're going spider crazy. What do we got now? 6 spiders. Our opponent's gone. We can have much fun at their expense. We've got the angel to pump the spiders. Oh, jeez. Just don't accidentally cast this card. That would be very sad. That would not be alright. This also makes a great silver bullet with the Eldritch Evolution if your opponent's just gone super wide and is crushing you. Say you've got 1 Reclamation Sage, they have 3 vehicles and like 5 tokens and all this stuff. You can go get Cataclysmic Gearhulk and get closer to parity. Alright. Boom. How you doing? Get me the Aether Hub. Put that down. Flip that Nissa. Yeehaw. Hit untapped land off the top, Nissa. Please. Hey, how about that? Let's do it again. Just cause we can. I've got an idea of how I'm gonna win next turn, and it's the only way one should win. It's the only way one should. Playing with our food a little bit, but it's the last game of the day, and I'm having some fun. And the AI's in charge, so opponent will do. The AI can take it like a champ. Grandpa, I'm sorry, Grandpa. You've been away from the game for too long, Grandpa. There's a lot of other things you can do now besides play, you know, some make-a-stands and some humans and some lone riders. Now you can flicker your Ishkana Graft Widow. You can produce energy with your Aether Hub. You can make it into black mana, and you can drain your opponent out from 8 life with spiders. Isn't that cool? Let's see. Even if he has Blessed Alliance to gain 4 life, it'll work. AI deep in the tank, trying to find a way to get out of this situation. It doesn't look like they found it. Will CGB go for the spider activation? He's tapping mana. He's turning it sideways. And he did! It's over! Go Blue has won this epic game against a green-white grandpa. Alright, that's gonna put a wraps for the stream for today. So thanks for hanging out. I hope you found a deck or two that you liked, and I hope you had fun, and I'm sure I will see all of you later. So, good evening, and this is CGB. I'm out of here.